I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This is Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Off play action, Tannehill. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. and able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Play clock winding down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Brandon, this is why golf... do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe something in the defense that got Kaepernick's attention as he's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! 36!
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Landry now on the return. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They run it again with Williams. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They send Stills in motion. Tannehill on 1st down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup. On the give, this is their fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. This guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way. And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Flushed out right. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. In motion, Julius Thomas. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half. And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth. Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows? You're a nice man. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it. Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now it's Tannehill. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. He may try and run for this. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the first down.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it'll be first down here after the run. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Gun, Tannehill toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. first down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Ryan Tannehill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. So, well, Larry, I know it's late there in Orlando. This is a school night. Folks eager to get right back to the action here in the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fullback on the dive. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Tannehill now, the give to Ajayi. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. The play clock's running down. And that'll set him back 5. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Play action. It's Tannehill. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Let's go. One, black round. Black round.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Let's go. One, nine. One, nine.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on Ford. They're down here in the third quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Here we go on fourth down with Kaepernick. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play clock winding down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And the former Florida Gator, Sturgis, gets it to go. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be, because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football for that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here we go. What? Ohio.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Here we go.
To throw, Kaepernick. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Kaepernick to throw again. Flush to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Davian Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
And left side here, it's Graham. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Here we go. Let's round.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game. And to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on. And they just play better and better.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Kaepernick going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Shift together here from the D-line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's brought down. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
A give to Williams, running right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. This one fielded at the 5. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Kaepernick now on first down. And a catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Kaepernick to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. This is Yeldon on the dump off. 20! So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Come on, let's go!
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Now he's flushed out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Check 26, check 26. Here we go. 28.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Dolphins, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So that'll just about do it for Charles.